If your drain smells, do this immediately. You know that smell. It starts out faint. You catch a little whiff of it while you're washing your hands, and you pause, sniff the air, then it's gone. But it comes back, and this time it's stronger. A funky, foul, and frankly embarrassing odor floating up from your sink or shower drain. You try to play it cool, but you can't ignore it. What is that stench? And worse, you start worrying, what are my guests going to think? Well, that smell is not only annoying as hell, but it's actually a warning sign. It's the first symptom of a much bigger, grosser problem that's slowly developing. You see, right now, there's a nasty party happening inside your drain pipes. And the guests are grease, soap scum, rotten food, and hair. This gunk clings to the pipes, creating a sticky, slimy layer that plumbers call biofilm, and it's basically a luxury resort for odor-causing bacteria. They're multiplying, feasting on that sludge, and releasing nasty smelling gases right into your home. Before this minor smell turns into a major clog and an even bigger plumbing bill, I'm going to show you the simple, satisfying home remedy that plumbers often use to flush out that stink-causing blockage in minutes. It's a surprisingly simple and incredibly effective trick that uses basic ingredients you definitely have in your kitchen right now. First things first, prep the area. Take out the drain stopper or strainer, then remove any hair, slime, or other visible gunk sitting around the drain opening. Next, squeeze a little dish soap directly into the drain opening and onto the stopper or strainer you removed. If the buildup looks stubborn, let the soap sit for a minute or two so it has time to soften everything up. Then, scrub the area well. Even that first quick cleanup can make a noticeable difference. A lot of odor comes from material that is just sitting there, damp and stuck in place. If this is a bathroom sink, there is another spot you should clean, and that's the overflow opening. A lot of people forget this area, but it can hold quite a bit of grime and moisture. Water and residue can collect there over time, and if it stays damp and dirty, it can contribute to that stale sink smell. To freshen that area, put a little dish soap on your brush and clean around the overflow opening as thoroughly as you can. Then run some warm water so it flows through and rinses that hidden passage. Once the stopper, drain opening, and overflow have all been cleaned, pour a pot of hot water straight down the drain. This first flush is key. It starts to melt and loosen up some of that grease and soap scum, getting the clog ready for the main event. Next, grab about a half a cup of baking soda and pour it right into the drain. A funnel can help if you've got a narrow opening. Try to get it down the pipe, not just sitting on top. Baking soda is a natural deodorizer, and it's slightly abrasive, so it starts working on the smell right away. Now for the fun part, measure out 1 cup of plain white vinegar. Pour it down the drain right on top of the baking soda and immediately cover the drain with a plug or a cloth. You have to be quick because the reaction is instant. You'll hear a very satisfying fizzing and bubbling. By covering the drain, you're forcing all that awesome reactive energy down into the pipe toward the clog, instead of letting it bubble up into your sink. Keep the drain covered and let the mixture do its thing for at least 10 to 15 minutes. If the smell is extra nasty, give it 30 minutes. During this time, that fizzing reaction is doing all the work for you, scrubbing away at years of built-up gunk. After you've waited, pour another pot of hot water down the drain. This last, powerful flush washes away all the debris and grime the fizzing reaction broke up, sending it down the line and out of your house for good. This step is just as important as the reaction itself. It's the final knockout punch. Congrats, your drain is now clean and odor-free. But the job isn't quite done. The best way to deal with this problem is to make sure it never happens again. A little bit of regular maintenance will save you from ever smelling that funk again. The smartest strategy is to make this baking soda and vinegar flush a regular part of your cleaning routine. Doing it at least once a month, even when you don't smell anything, stops that biofilm from ever getting a foothold. For the kitchen sink, be mindful of what you're putting down there. Never ever pour grease or cooking oil down the sink. And be sure to scrape leftovers into the trash before rinsing your plates. Using a simple drain strainer is a great way to catch food particles. In the bathroom, hair is your biggest enemy. A cheap mesh drain cover for your shower or tub is the best tool you can have. It's way easier to clean hair from a strainer once a week than to deal with a massive clog deep in your pipes. And for those guest bathrooms that don't get much use, just remember to run the water for a minute every couple of weeks to keep the P-trap full and the sewer gases out. If you found this video helpful, give it a like and share it with your friends and family. Also, let me know in the comments if this remedy worked for your drain. For more simple, practical tips and tricks, hit subscribe and turn on notifications.